Hello everyone, my name is Audrey,
My name is Osmel.
and today we're going to do the advice hotline. So, we have asked millions of people around the globe to send us their situations and problems, and we're going to try and read them out loud and give them advice. We chose only 5 people today, and we're going to help them out. The first person is Paul. Paul says he was caught cheating on a test. Now he's afraid he's going to fail the course. Osman, what do you think he should have or could have done instead?
Paul should have studied for the test instead of cheating. He could have asked help for help if he was struggling with the material. And Audrey, what he should do now?
I think he should talk to the teacher and explain his situation. Paul could ask if there is an opportunity to redo the test or do extra work to improve his grade. That was Paul. I hope your situation works out and I hope you learned your lesson. Now we're moving on onto Rose. Rose was supposed to be promoted at work, but she had been with the company for 5 years and did her job well. However, the job was given to a man who had been at the company for only 1 year. Rose quit and now she's unemployed. Osman, what do you think she should have or could have done instead?
Well, I think Rose could have spoken to her boss about the promotion decision before quitting. She should have expressed her disappointment and asked for feedback about what she could do to improve. And Audrey, should she do now?
Rose should consider looking for another job, but she shouldn't rush into it, quitting next time without having a clear plan. I think that this type of situations are very common, but you need to be patient and learn for the next time. Our next person is Ed. Ed was at dinner in a restaurant with two friends and their 5-year-old son. The child was screaming, running around the table, and disturbing everyone in the restaurant. His parents were doing nothing. Finally, Ed picked up the boy, put him in his seat, and told him to be quiet. His friends were furious and left the restaurant. Osman, what he should have or could have done instead?
I think Ed could have spoken to the parents first instead of directly addressing the child. He should have politely asked the parents to handle their child's behavior in a way that wouldn't disturb others. And Audrey, what he should do now?
Okay. I think Ed should apologize to his friends and explain that he was trying to help in an uncomfortable situation. He could also explain his frustration with the parents' lack of action. Now, our next person is Sue. Sue tells us that a group of pedestrians threw some trash on the ground outside of Sue's house. Sue picked up the trash, ran after them, and threw it back at them. Now, the people are harassing her by throwing trash into her yard every night. Osman, what do you think she should have or could have done instead?
I think Sue could have called the authorities or local cleanup service instead of confronting the pedestrians directly. She should have avoided escalating the situation by reacting impulsively. And Audrey, what do you think she should do now?
I think Sue should contact local authorities or a community organization to report the harassment. She could also install security cameras to gather evidence if the problem persists. I think this is a very complex issue, and I really hope it all works out for you and that you have a good security around your house. Next and last is Andrew. Andrew tells us he was driving when another car suddenly pulled in front of him. Andrew honked his horn and started yelling. Then he sped up and got right next to the other car. When he looked over, he saw that the other driver was his good friend, Tom. And Tom looked embarrassed and quickly drove away. They haven't spoken for 2 weeks. Osman, what do you think he should have or could have done instead?
Well, Andrew should have kept calm and avoided reacting aggressively. He could have waited to see who the driver was before honking or yelling. And Audrey, what should he do now?
I think Andrew should reach out to Tom and apologize for this behavior. He should acknowledge the misunderstanding and try to clear up the tension between them. I hope it all works out for you, Andrew, and your friend, Tom.
We want to thank everyone for advice hotlining with us today, and we will pick 5 more situations next program. Stay tuned. Bye.
Bye.